All right, you're looking at footage from the Vantrue N4 Pro dash cam. It's 4K, and it's really good. Check out the HDR quality, that contrast there. But I want to talk about how this Vantrue, the form and factor is great. So we're testing 3 dash cams at the moment, and you can see this cylindrical design. This is our favorite. It just works. This Vantrue also has the best build quality as far as like how it feels and how the buttons feel and how it sounds. Just feels better built than say these two here. This is a Thinkware U3000, that's their flagship on the right, and a VFO 8229 Plus on the left. Now those are good dash cams, but the form factor and the build quality of the Vantrue N4 Pro is the most impressive to us so far in this testing that you're seeing here. This is the Vantrue N4 Pro. It's got 3 cams, and this night vision looks excellent. Just looks good. Well, I should call it night vision. That's night vision right there. This kind of IR black and white type of stuff, which also looks good. There's your rear cam, which of course is not going to be in 4K, and it's a little dirty there, that glass. But there's your front cam in 4K at night, and those gas stations light up. The contrast is excellent. And about the form factor of this camera, this Vantrue N4 Pro, the interior cam is part of the front cam as one single unit. And that just tidies up the installation a lot better. So in talking about what dash cam is better, blah blah blah, they all use the same Sony Starvis 2 sensor that everybody knows. So the limitations these days, or the deciding factor I should say, comes down to more the reliability of the camera itself, which brand is going to be more reliable and which one has the form factor that's going to work with you. Now, some people like the cylindrical design of this Vantrue, like we do, and some people don't. They like the wedge design. But one of our favorite parts about the Vantrue cylindrical design, as we splash these puddles here, look at that, a pretty good image. Again, it's all Sony Starvis 2, so you decide, but they all look the same to me. But you know, you could see here this. The interior cam is integrated into the front cam. It does show that rear view mirror, and that's a downside, but what we like about it is it just kind of blends in with the dash and you forget about it. You don't know it's there. Whereas the wedge shape or type of dash cams like the Thinkware U3000 and the VFO 8229 Plus or Pro, you know, it's like you got a brick with those on your windshield. The cylindrical form of the Vantrue N4 Pro is just pleasing. It's just aesthetically pleasing. It somehow just blends in. I have no idea why. Maybe, you know, the cylindrical design is, I don't know, just somehow more physiologically pleasing to people. Don't know. Point is, it blends in. You forget it's there. It's like an OEM type of thing, and the big thing is you don't have to wire this interior camera that you're seeing. Yes, you're going to give up a little bit of visibility because of the rear view mirror getting in the way, but that's just what it is. Now, why is the rear view mirror in the way on the interior camera? Because there's a big block behind these rear view mirrors these days. It's not like old cars that had a little 1" by 1" mount for the rear view mirror, like you see there. You know, it's a whole, you know, there's a computer there basically. So it's now a 6 by 6 block taking up where you normally would hide dash cam. So you have to put any dash cam down lower under the rear view mirror. And if you have an integrated interior camera like this Vantrue N4 Pro, it is going to show a little bit of the interior, or excuse me, the rear view mirror on the interior view like you see there.
I'll show you what I mean by that block on your under your mirror here. You get a whole computer here nowadays, so you can't put the dash cam under here. In the future, of course, they're going to be integrated into this thing anyway, and these things won't even exist. But in the meantime, most cars have this block now, so you can't put this cam under here where it's out of your field of vision. So that's why the Vantrue N4 Pro, which I know is not in this car, it's around here somewhere, so it doesn't block your field of view down here. Now in this the VFO, which is this camera here, you got to put the interior cam up here. And the thinkware is the same thing. It's got an external interior cam just like this. Now I know it's a nest of wires. This is just for testing. You wouldn't have your car like this, but you get my point. The other thing about these cameras is the polarizer that's on these things. On the VANTRUE, it's a proper screw-on type, whereas on this thinkware, it's literally a sticker or stick-on polarizer. And on the VFO, it's not a screw-on, it's like a form fit or press fit, so it's all weird. The VANTRUE has the best build quality as far as your you know, it's just a better build quality all around. The screw-on polarizer is really, really nice.
Now this VANTRUE polarizer is excellent. I mean, it feels like quality. Look at the threads on it. See those threads? Okay, this is good stuff. No dash cam polarizer looks or feels this high quality. So this is a very impressive polarizer, and it just is a testament to the build quality of the VANTRUE. Look at the detail on where you turn it. So they're taking this seriously. The thinkware is not like this quality at all, and neither is the VFO. This is putting some love into this. This VANTRUE polarizer is impressive. All right, so why am I whining on and on about a polarizer? And I'll tell you, you're kind of looking at it here. These cams now all have the same Sony Starvis sensor, and believe it or not, these sensors, as far as their size, their physical size is concerned, the sensor is actually larger than the GoPro that we use for most of our off-road videos. So it's larger than a GoPro Hero 10 sensor. So these sensors are large now, and as everybody knows, they're all in the same sensors in the dash cam. So the sensor is not going to be an issue or a factor because they're already large sensors. And so taking out the factor of, you know, how long are these things going to last, which company is going to last the longest, that sort of thing, and which company has the best form factor, the only thing that's left is the only limitation is you're shooting through a windshield. That's what I'm trying to ramble here. So you're shooting through a windshield. The sensors on these dash cams are amazing. They are, again, bigger than a GoPro Hero 10. They're 4K. And so what we have to talk about now is what happens when you film through a windshield and you get glare, like you see here. Now, this is the Vantrue N4 Pro. However, it does have that awesome polarizer that you just saw on it. So it's cutting down the glare here. Now, you may not realize it, the improvement in quality here, because the polarizer is indeed being used here. But if we didn't have this polarizer on this camera right now, you'd be seeing a lot more glare, and the glare would be pretty much ruining the image here. Okay, ruin is a little dramatic. It doesn't really ruin the image. You're just going to have glare. So again, it's going to make it less perfect. And again, it's going to be that limiting factor. So the glare. The glare is the primary issue here. So you got I appreciate a well-built polarizer. This is what I'm trying to ramble. You're not going to improve the image quality on these things. If there's anything I want you to take away from this mindless rambling that I'm doing here, we can't increase the image quality here. They're all using the same sensors, and the sensors are very, very good. Of course, they could make these sensors bigger, but it's reaching a point where that's not a factor anymore. You can make this thing a 1-inch sensor or larger, you know, like a 4/3 sensor, and bring in all this light. You're still going to be filming through your front windshield, which again is why these things are going to be integrated OEM one day. to eliminate that whole through the windshield effect. But until then, I believe these dash cam sensors might be topped out, and it's going to come down to polarizer quality and how this polarizer is working for you. This polarizer is excellent. There goes some tumbleweed. whether you realize it or not, this is an excellent polarizer effect here.
If you got an older car such as this one, this one's awesome because the mount's up here. But most of them it's just a little mount. But look at all this glass you get on older cars. People have forgotten how much glass you get. Look at that. I know it's dirty, but there's no brick behind your rear view mirror. I miss those days. You can see here, look at all that glass you get. So if you got an older car, you can mount that VANTRUE or whatever you got, or you know, any of those cams behind here, and you're going to get way better visibility overall. But on new cars, they got to figure out a way to get back to glass like this. This was where it was at. So what's the deal here? Is this Vantrue N4 Pro the best dash cam you can buy? The answer is nobody knows, and that's an honest answer because they all have the same sensors, so the image quality is no longer a deciding factor. Therefore, this video is going to serve as just another anecdote of what we think, and then you're going to have to make the ultimate decision of what dash cam is best for you in a world of dash cams that use the exact same sensor technology. This form factor we love. The polarizer we love. The build quality we love. The user interface, the screen, everything about it we love versus the wedge type dash cams. Will it last? Who knows? We'll keep the channel updated. But again, it's reaching a point where image quality is no longer the deciding factor. So ultimately, you'll have to make that decision. If you found this video useful, please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you, and have a great day.